Good evening. It's Wednesday, November 22nd. It feels like Friday because tomorrow is a federal holiday. And I am excited because Zoe has finally been released. There was also a patch that came out yesterday or this morning that tweaked a few things. The majority is that, let's see, I believe... well, for one thing, my audio mixer needs to be updated as usual. Ares' power was reduced somewhat, down to damage dealing 15 to 40. I think it used to be 25 to 80, or possibly the same as the shield is, 30 to 80. I'm not sure. So offensive Ares champions aren't going to be quite as good. I still think it's quite good on some offensive champions. I would still run it on Sona. I mean, both because she can use both halves of it, the offensive and the defensive version. And then some casters that don't want to be using Comet. I think Comet is good if your main spell slows them at all, and it's just easier to hit that way, whereas Ares just guaranteed damage. But anyway, new champion I'm excited about. I played around with her a little bit in practice mode yesterday, just enough to realize that she is kind of complicated. So I'm going to show her off a little bit here. I'll be training against a mid laner bot. Let's see, what's a good one to practice against? Rise is reasonable. Intermediate, which is still pretty dumb, but intermediate will do. I have this pre-set up for her, which is Aerie, like I discussed before, to combo with her Q ability. Her ultimate is already on a ridiculously low cooldown, so ultimate hat is not terribly useful. I could see taking Nullifying Orb if you knew you were going to be, like if you were against a magic heavy team, but that just seems rare these days, a lot of physical damage flying around. So I'd stick with Mana Flow Band to keep her mana levels generally high. On this tier, she does stack a lot of movement speed, so I figured Transcendence just for the extra CDR. It makes it very easy to get maxed out CDR, and if for whatever reason if you get a defensive item that puts your CDR over 40%, you'll get the extra ability power that way. And then Scorch just for the occasional trades. Secondary tree I'm less sure on. I'm playing around with the Domination tree, mostly just because of sudden impact. After exiting stealth or using a dash, leap, blink, or teleport, the blink part being the important thing, dealing any damage to a champion gives you a buff. And her ultimate is on a very short cooldown, so you can ultimate, hit them with anything, and that'll boost the power of that particular trade. And then bang that up with, sort of pick this one arbitrarily, heal for a percentage of damage that you deal. Lock this in. I bought the skin because why not? I may need to tweak the volume levels again once we get into game here. I'm the only player. This should be loading much more quickly. There we go. Usual caster start of Doran's Rains and Potions. And yeah, let me drop the sound down just a little bit.
We're gonna space tangle the encrypt override with a Chaos Cipher meta key and spatial code. Those aren't real words.
Alright, so her primary ability is her Q. Fires a missile that deals increasing damage the further it travels, but you can redirect it once. So, you can fire it backwards, it sticks for a little bit, and then fire it forwards, and it tracks the distance, the longest distance it fired in a straight line, so from where it's paused briefly and then fired forward. You can redirect it at any point in mid-flight, so like that. And it does not cost a ton of mana, which is why I'm showing it off right now. So, you know, you can move while it's flying. You pause briefly to redirect it. And then anytime you cast a spell, her next auto attack will, 1, be instant, as opposed to having a particle that travels, and deal bonus magic damage. I'll get to her other abilities once I unlock them.
Dusk and Dawn are the same, so there's actually 2 of me. Or I could be totally lying.
There's a slight AoE component to her Q. As you can see, it hit both of those minions.
This is the precipice of a new reality.
Yeah, so you see the auto attack I did right after casting? It fired a beam that went automatic, that went, like there. It doesn't have a travel time. I'm demonstrating all this, and I'm taking a lot of damage from this rise. Focusing a little bit more on not dying.
This looks so pretty, I wouldn't care that it's all about to change.
Alright, Rise must have gone back after that trade. Oops. See, sometimes if you fire it the wrong way at first, it can bump into something on its way back and doesn't quite land where you want it to. It's just part of why she's really complicated. Alright, so her the other ability I've now learned is her E, which dropkick a bubble that does magic damage. If you fire it through a wall, it gets extended. And if it hits somebody, or it also sticks around for a little bit to lay a trap, they fall asleep. And the next thing that hits them will do bonus magic damage. So it's part of setting up her combos. So if I can hit Rise here, I'll demonstrate how much damage this can deal. He's to lure him out from under turret first. Alright, here he comes. I hit him. So I hit him. See, I did over half of his HP there. And I'm gonna die, because I was explaining something, rather than trying to dodge his abilities. So, first from the Q itself, and how far it had traveled, but also from popping the sleep. Attacks and spell hits break sleep but deal double damage up to 60 plus 16 bonus true damage. Which is why it hit for over half of his HP. Let me grab a book here.
They were pretty cool.
The balloons that some of these minions are carrying is for Zoe's W, which lets her, if an opponent uses a summoner spell or an item that has an activated ability, she steals that ability, or can pick them up from the bubbles. So now I have the Hextech Gunblade active as my W. Alright, let me put him to sleep here. Come on, come over here. There we go.
Fine weather, isn't it?
Okay, so in there I also used the Hextech Gunblade active that I picked up, because that does damage. But the other thing that her W does is, after you use it, or any of your other summoners or active item abilities, you get these 3 charges, or you get extra movement speed, and then up to 3 missiles at her target. So that did even more damage there when I used it. Missed that cannon minion, unfortunately. Alright, I'm going to go back and finish Lost Chapter and get boots. So kill-wise, we are now both even, but I have more CS than he does, which makes sense because the AI is not very good at getting CS.
There's this illusion of the reality, but it's not really real. Like it's beside and inside and beside, but never on top. Never mind. Just kidding, but not really.
I can't tell if she's supposed to be wise, insane, or both. Alright, now I have my ultimate. This gets even weirder. That was not the best demonstration of it. Okay, so, if I fire the missile backwards, ultimate forwards, I can redirect it, and it travels based on my location. So that extends it even further. Pick up a spare flash, and kill him by using the spare flash. And that's just the basics of what you can do with her ultimate. Like, you can jump over walls, briefly. Like, you always go back to where you started. So you can't stay over there, but you can jump over a wall, cast a spell, and just jump back, and just freak somebody out. Sleep. Oh, my ignite was not up. Did I get him? I think my last auto got him. It did. Okay. Trading very evenly here. So I'm hoping I can actually show off Zoe in a real game, which will require her not to get banned by either my team or the opposing team, which are both entirely possible.
Anybody want to go to that ankle-deep liquid? Hello? Hello?
So if you actually hit with her sleep attack, the cooldown is reduced. There's a lot going on with this spell. I don't understand everything that happened in that duel. Missed it. Let me... I want to hit you with the sleep attack. Yes! Oh, my cat's whining. I don't know what he wants. Okay, so now I have a spare barrier. If we wind up trading again, that'll be handy.
Firewalls like they was simple.
In a real game, I wouldn't normally put a control ward in that bush. Just sort of simulate what I would buy in a real game with that. See, I clipped a minion I wasn't aiming for, unfortunately. And that time I didn't get it far enough forward. Like, aiming her Q is quite difficult. Third time's the charm. And sometimes you just send the Q straight forward because it's faster. Part of what I like about our Q is just the sounds that it makes. Like, it's just spot-on sound design. In donuts. So I just want to practice a few more, like, Q ultimate combos, things like that. So yeah, I can jump over this wall here. Demonstrate over here. Well, if I cast the Q at the right time, that would have been better, but... Really likes that. See, that time I used my ultimate and I got his flash. I can pick up a spare flash, because that's the one he dropped. There you go. That wasn't even my real flash. It was the one he left when he used his. Because it's not just the party balloons that the minions carry, it's any time an opponent uses a summoner spell or item active. I'm gonna go up to 2 items, knock a turret down, and then try to get into a real game here. See, with the rune I picked up plus 1 item, I'm already at 30% cooldown reduction, which means my Q is at just under 5 seconds, and at level 2 my ultimate is just 5.5 seconds cooldown. So every 5.5 seconds I can do a goofy redirected Q thing. I don't need a smite. See, that was just... Oh, here he comes again. Yeah, so a single EQ combo does over half of his health. Using that smite I picked up so that I can pick up this. This is the item activated ability from an item I don't normally use that fires a spray of ice bolts that's slow. Because why not? It's a free spell. And her W is only usable when you've picked one of these up, so I can use it right now to damage those minions. I could have saved it for my next trade with Rise, but... shorted that one by just a little bit.
Every apparent vector is actually parallel. Here it's just way more so.
Get this turret. Go back and pick up most of Lichbane. They recommend Lichbane as her second item because it also, after using an ability, the next basic attack does bonus damage, so it supplements her passive that does that. Plus it gives ability power and cooldown reduction and movement speed, all of which are useful.
I'm not boy crazy. I just don't have a boyfriend yet.
So yeah, now I'm maxed out on cooldown reduction. Most of the defensive items you can build as a caster also give cooldown reduction, so if I were to build one of those next, that would push this over the maximum, which, because of the rune that I picked up when I was loading into game, would give her even more ability power instead of being wasted, basically. The cooldown on this now is 3 3/4 seconds, and on this is just under 5. Little nuts. It sort of balances out. That's really the only offensive spell she has. Like, her E, the sleep spell does do damage, but it's mostly to set up combos.
I'm gonna have government leaders. Trickster never loses because Zoe changes the rules.
This is... oh, heal. That's alright. Oops, don't stand in the turret, please. No, I'll use that heal, why not? Come over here. You saw me go into this bush, didn't you? Totally saw me go into this bush. Ah! He walked away from that one. I think that was just E and then an auto attack. Like, I don't think my Q had enough time to come back around to hit him. Alright, I'm gonna grab Lichbane and then just show off how insane her basic auto attack is with it. And I have enough for an extra magic book.
Here we go on an adventure. This place, even though we don't know the name of it, it doesn't matter.
Part of why she's very good in practice mode is the enemies don't know how to dodge. I assume, in a real match, despite my complaining to the contrary, in ARAMs, people will know how to dodge. Ooh, teleport. I will teleport to wherever Rise is. I've got to clear this wave. Where'd he go? He ran away. Coward! Missed. I'm gonna show this off. Darn it. So I sort of have to listen, because when her Q hits maximum distance in the one direction, and then and it sits for a second, you hear it. So listen carefully. There's like a 3/4 of a second or something where it just sits. So that time I clicked the wrong minion. Right, let me show off Lich Bane and Powered Auto here. Fire the spell, fire it forward, and then hit the tower for 349 bonus damage on top of a regular auto of like 50 some. I clicked the minion instead of Rise of my auto attack there. He ignited me, so I'm gonna die here too, but, alright, exit game. Let's see if I can get into a real game here. My cat Leroy would like to say hi. Say hi to the microphone, Leroy. Nope, nothing. Sniff the microphone, Leroy. There we go. Don't drink my water, Leroy. Alright, let's see if we can get into a game with Zoe here. Alright, prefer mid. I would be willing to play her support, just for the halibut. As always with new characters, play them in normal first to get a feel for how they play in real games. See if they are actually any good or if they just feel fun. She definitely hits the feel fun category, I will give her that. I also have a mission, what is it? Win 3 games as with or against Zoe. Redirect 25 paddle stars into enemies, and then with her Spell Thief, cast 8 unique spells in a single game. That should be doable in any given long game, in theory. I just have to play her, which, that's the first step in it. I don't think this quest times out, though. I think it just sits around forever. Or no, okay, 3 weeks left. Alright, cross your fingers she doesn't get banned. Alright, I'm going to assume Ezreal is still ban-worthy here.
No problem.
It's a lot of AD carry bans. Alright, they're probably going to pick Zoe then, would be my assumption. Yep, thought so. Alright, what am I playing into her? Someone reasonably mobile that can deal with magic or the magic damage she does. I'm gonna go Lucian mid, actually. I have not actually played Lucian mid before, so this may go terribly. But he's very mobile. And can buy an early Hex Drinker to deal with the magic damage. Or it may not matter because this player didn't pick anything. Ignore everything I just said. Something else may well happen here. There might be a bit of Friday night mentality on the ladder today, or in the queues today, because it feels like Friday to me. I might crack open a beer on stream, which I almost never do, depending on how this match goes. Okay, I am support, so it is even less likely I'll get to play Zoe. That's fine. Alright, gonna ban Ezreal still, because he's really good. If
no problem.
Zoe gets banned away from you by my own mid laner, that's fine too. But she didn't. Well, I'm glad I'm not top, because I don't know how to play into Teemo. I'm sure there are ways to do it. I just don't know what they are. Although now that Aerie did get nerfed slightly, he's not as dominating. But... okay, so if one of these two picks Zoe, I'm not going to complain. Okay, so I got to pick something else. Probably... something kind of sustain-ish. I'll go with Sona. She's just always a perfectly reasonable standby. So we go Aerie, Ultimate Hat, CDR, Scorch, but then a different backup set. Where to go? Inspiration, Biscuits, and Cosmic Insight. There we go. Spam those spells all day. Totally fair. Yeah, that's fair. As a fourth pick, it's unlikely. Just don't get hit, right? I have no idea. Like, I think she still pops when she uses her ultimate. She still goes back to her original spot, even if Annie stuns her. I think. Well, as I recall correctly, Teemo into Urgot was very painful for the Teemo. I think. Or was that Quinn that I've lost to Urgot a lot. I'll put it that way. So Jhin Nami into Sona Vayne, I think is fine. We just need to dodge the Jin's W. Shaco Jungle is one of those either awful or insane. I don't know. It just sort of works that way. Vi is very solid jungler choice. I approve. as usual. Come on, finish loading. I should finish up this item set so I don't have to keep searching for items when I play. Vi is starting topside. This bike is ugly. Oh, I see. The new project skins apparently come with motorcycles if you're moving fast enough.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Forgot smite. Oh boy. That's bad. So if we lose this, it's either because our jungler forgot smite, which is a very problematic, or because of I caused our mid laner not to ban Zoe, and she should have banned Zoe. Vi is good enough that you don't need it. That is possibly true. Like, her clear is very good without it. It just means you can't build the normal jungler items, so you have to spend a lot more time ganking, because your sustain in the jungle is not going to be as good. But I mean, you can get an earlier Triforce, possibly, or Black Cleaver, depending on which way you want to go. It's never great to take two separate routes to lane, but it's rare to get punished for it. Alright, this Nami took Spell Thief, so she'll be trying to trade a little bit more heavily than if she'd taken Coin. These project skins look pretty sweet. Actually won that trade. Nice. I always run a bit low on mana before I get tiered, though. Oh, although, Biscuit. Yep, there's that team. I'm not sure why Vi is pinging Gromp. She's coming in for a gank, but I think she was in vision. I'm out of mana, unfortunately. I seem to do 0 damage. I don't know enough about Vayne to know why that might be.
An ally has been slain.
Just because you have heal ready doesn't necessarily mean we should stick around. I'm gonna follow your lead, because I usually do, but, oh, that sounds really weird with the project filter on. There's my next biscuit, which will get my mana back. Some, anyway. I think you're warded there. Why? Oh, that was a trap, which is like being warded. I'm given to understand, yes, Hextech Flash does suck. Also, this Vayne is playing way too aggressive for being at half health. Alright. Zoe is down here. See if there's an obvious dragon going on. Doesn't look like it. Now I have my ultimate up.
Enemy killing spree. An ally has been slain.
So we're learning. We're learning that Annie's build needs work, which is fair. Like, that's part of what preseason is for, is figuring out what runes are good on which champions. And that Vi needs not to forget Smite. Because right now as a jungler, she's not accomplishing a whole lot. Also, Nami is MIA. Like, I have no idea where Nami went. There she is. Alright, those are two very important kills. I can't ward yet, unfortunately. Yeah, this Vayne is going way too aggressive. Oof, I was almost out of range of that. Although he walked into turret for it. Whoops.
Ally has been slain.
Let's see. They are pretty heavily skewed toward magic damage, so I'm gonna get Merc Treads. Yes? They don't have a ton of crowd control, but I think I'm still gonna go for it. Let's get part of Sightstone first. Vayne is doing really well for CS, though, which is nice. Oh. Unfortunately, they still got the crab.
Enemy killing spree.
Sona still hurts. Vayne is still playing way too aggressive. At least we did win that trade in the end, but... There's Sightstone, and not those boots. A piece of boots. Oh, I need to sell my potion to do it. Oops. I don't have enough open item slots. Okay, Sweeper. We is all learning is cool. Taking turret that whole time. And that's why I want Merc Treads. Because that was a nasty crowd control combo. Alright, that Vi Zoe interaction was really weird.
Your turret has been destroyed.
You don't need to back yet. I can heal you. Fa! Well, we know where he is. I'm not going to fight over that control ward, though. Good trade at the end there. Take out this control ward. Finally. Especially since we know where their jungler is. That is a happy cupcake. Alright, let me get Redemption next for the bonus to healing and damage. Or bonus to healing, rather. No damage bonus. Oh, there's that motorcycle again.
Shut down.
Is that enough to combine these? No. Really? I don't think that's necessary. Losing the dragon is a blow, but yeah. That is fair, she does have the wrong runes, but... Well, we saved the blue. I don't know what blue buff Vayne does per se, but... Let's see if we can gank Zoe. That sounds very difficult. At least we can counter gank Zoe. Don't run away from me. Yep, ulted the fake Shaco, unfortunately. Faco. I like Sona. Still gonna get, you know, the usual defensive items here. Alright, switch these items around so that they're where I expect them to be when I go button mashing. I have double buffs too, that's great. Don't step on the sleepy trap. Yep. Alright, 3 ultimates was probably overkill. Get some vision down in their territory. I'm on the wrong side of them here. I should probably not go this way. Fear my Sona. This is getting interesting. Fear AP Sona. Oh yeah, my ultimate is up again. Nice hat. That should be the game. All right. For a Vi with the wrong summoners and an Annie with the wrong runes, that went pretty well. And who says you can't carry as a support? I say that, actually. I say that a lot. level up for a champion capsule. And I won a match-made game, so I get the new icon. And get even more missions. You've been awarded a Mastery 6 token for grading S- or higher on Sona. Combine 2 of them in the Hex Tech Crafter to unlock Mastery level 6 for this champion. And I get a chest. Not bad. Yes, bot lane did very well. Thank you. And their bot lane didn't do very well at all. Cool, that was a lot of fun. Sona is OP. Alright. People are flaming, and not really flaming, they're arguing. And I don't want to be a part of the argument, so I'm going to close out of this and see what was in that capsule. And the chest. Okay, so I need a second one of these to unlock it. So I'll need to do that again at some point. I can redeem... Oh no, so this is... Oh no, I don't have any of these yet. This is confusing to me. Alright, open the capsule for a Sona Champion Shard. What do you know? A Singed Champion Shard and some Blue Essence. I already own Singed. Having the Sona Champion Shard is one of the ways you can activate this. So I'm going to hold on to that. But I am going to disenchant the Singed one because I already own Singed. And I have no interest in getting his mastery level up. And in chest... Oh, I need the key first. Make a key out of the millions of fragments that I have. Then open the chest. Traditional Trundle. I don't care about Trundle. It's not possible to get this through the normal shop right now, which is why this says legacy content, so I'm going to hold on to this in case I decide to get Trundle later, but I'm not excited about that. Okay. My new missions are... Play match-made games with the project icon equipped to complete this mission. Okay. Collect a lot of gold, purchase a lot of items. That one should be free as long as I play some games. Use your ultimate 20 times. And destroy 15 charge bots in overcharge. I don't know what overcharge is. Kill Rift Scuttlers, we'll do that. Alright. And because this counts games you win against Zoe, you got a second one there. Still need to play as Zoe to do most of the rest of it, though. But I do need to equip the project icon. I don't like missions that require you to equip icons, because, you know, collect all these icons, buy all these icons, show off your individuality. But if you want to earn stuff, you have to equip the one for the special event. Sorry. Alright, let's see if we can get a Zoe game in. I don't know if I'm allergic to winter or I've been just fighting off a cold for like the last month. Hey. Alright, second pick mid lane. I should be able to get Zoe here as long as she doesn't get banned. Gonna ban Ezreal. Somebody else already banned Ezreal. Gonna ban Twitch instead. Where'd he go? There he is.
I'm on to you.
Alright, fingers crossed they don't first pick her. They didn't first pick her. Okay, now fingers crossed they don't dodge because I picked her. I haven't dodged yet. Our support is hatred for Teemo. Alright, what am I up against? Oh, I probably want Ignite, not Exhaust, though. Galio mid. Okay, that's fair. So Galio mid is not as good as he used to be. I assume he's still pretty good. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. It'll be fun. Let's see. They have a lot of crowd control. Decent amount of magic damage. I'm considering shifting to Nullifying Orb. We'll try this out. I've not played around with this this rune very much. If I start running out of mana, I'll know I made a mistake. Speaking of steak, barbecue Leona. Also a bot lane that seems to know each other, which is... If I can use my ultimate well, which her ultimate is confusing, I might do okay against Galio dodging his various things. I think I just need to stay out of the taunt combo, I think. Because Galio has innate resistance to some magical damage, my Q combos are not going to be as insane. And they have a very tanky lineup with Rammus, Nautilus, Leona, and Galio. So I'll probably need early magic penetration. As always, assuming the game loads.
Ooh, rebooting inside the system.
Alright, I wasn't paying attention to who our jungler is. So we've got Graves as our jungler. Okay, so he's more offensive. So we have Tom Kench as our only sort of tank-type character. They have all sorts.
30 seconds until minions
Basically
spawn.
everyone except their AD carry is a tank. I'm going to ward here to try and spot a potential invade from Rammus in a little
Minions
bit.
have spawned.
Once minions get to my turret, or actually in between the turrets.
Starlight is an expression of something inside bursting to get out.
I see. I don't see. Galio's wave clear is still very good. Fortunately, mine is decent. I got 5, he got 5.
I wonder who's around.
Sort of. I want that last... Nope, not going to get that last minion. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. No, it's Alt then Q. It's complicated. Depends on which way you want it to go. That was without a Q involved in that combo, because I didn't have enough mana. That was worth flashing for, I think.
wanna go to some place.
Ah, missed that one. That's unfortunate. I should have ignited rather than... But, whatever. So yeah, I know how I said I would be worried if I started running low on mana. I've started running low on mana, so maybe this rune choice was not the most optimal.
Do not look into the eyes of God, or fly into its ears.
Fly into its ears? I was gonna go back anyway, so him using his full combo on me, I'm not too concerned.
What's fun around here? What about over there?
Alright, my CS is a little bit low, unfortunately. Which, yeah, I know Galio's good at clearing. I'm not gonna get whatever that was. Whoa, give me some warning if you're coming in like that, Tom Finch. Tom means thanks in British slang. Not everyone realizes that, and I think people have gotten confused when I say it. Oh, free smite. Oh boy. I don't know what to do with it, but... Go help out top lane, I suppose?
An ally has been slain.
Oh yeah, she is totally getting nerfed next patch. I don't know what kind of smite I just did, but... Unfortunately, Galio will get to push in my turret as a result of that, but... Yeah, so I have 2 kills and an assist. He has a handful more CS than I do. About 10 more.
An ally has been slain.
I cast the wrong spell. That's fine.
Ally has been slain.
So our bot lane is not doing so hot. I'm doing fine.
Dusk and Dawn are the same, so there's actually 2 of me. Or I could be totally lying.
This is a weird fight. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm trying to flash. It's not letting me. I was locked up entirely too long there between the 2 of them. I think I would have won that fight if it was just versus Galio. But Rammus came out of nowhere. Again, learning.
Enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Get a control ward. Theramus is doing the bug. I don't know what that means. Where he sells the boots and buys them again to get Predator instantly. I'm not familiar with that one. What's this? Ghost. Ghost could be handy. That one is Exhaust. I think I prefer Ghost to Exhaust. I think.
Life is beautiful. All around us is beautiful
Rammus is coming this way. You gotta warn me when you're roaming up like that.
An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage.
Alright, Rammus is probably coming this way. I'm learning.
Your team
I haven't actually dropped this control ward yet.
All reality online. Time to prove the gift.
Sork boots for that extra penetration.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm gonna dance in my super pants. Cause otherwise I would
Ally has been slain.
Nice. Yep.
An ally has been slain.
Alright. I think I'm the only one that's sort of unequivocal. Well, no, our junglers are about even.
can be the same, but also totally different.
can't quite get Morello. Actually, I'm just going to grab... No, I can't get Sheen either. Never mind! If I sell my ring, but I don't want to sell my ring just yet. It's a little early for that.
Reality, planets, you know, stuff.
So we're even on towers, slightly up on kills. I'm down on farm, but Graves is way up on farm. And so's our top and bottom lane both, so we're probably okay.
An ally has been slain.
Breaking firewalls like they was suckers.
There's a fight going on down bottom lane. Also some spells I could pick up. Ooh, 2 different flashes. I like it. I'll take one of those. I took way too much turret damage there. But now I can get Morello's. Part of Lichbane.
Oh, I like how the atmospheric refraction is favoring intense
Waiting for
storm.
my health to regen on starting platform.
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Yasuo's getting camped pretty hard, but then... Like, Yasuo's quite behind, but so is Galio. So... Shrug? Question mark? Oh, that one missed entirely.
This wasn't so pretty, I wouldn't care that it's all about the game.
Second Drake, nice.
Shut down.
Tom Kench is in an unfortunate location. Oh, he got away from it though. That is a weird item to have access to. I'm gonna take it, but it's weird. Go fast.
You know what?
I got swallowed by Tom Kench. It messed up my spell cast, but that's okay. We got there in the end. Oh, Predator. I need to be careful, more careful about taking turret hits. Our bottom lane turret's taking more damage than I would like. I should back soon and get Lichbane parts.
An ally has been slain.
I don't think I can save Yasuo, but I'm going to try and save Yasuo. But I'm going to do it in a safe way by coming up from behind him, not trying to cut across their path. There's a free flash.
I like this virtual reality, especially.
I used both my fake flash and my real flash. And I have an exhaust now for some reason. Alright, that was a decent trade. In the end. Oh, careful. Oh, nice. Very nice. In and out, boys. Nice. Changing which parts of Lichbane I get here. I don't necessarily agree with getting Baron here. Rammus is still up. Okay, now get Baron. Push down. Oh, wait. Boom.
Celebration time! Chocolate mooncake time!
I don't know what chocolate mooncake is, but it sounds delicious.
And a skip, skip,
Nice. And they surrendered. Hooray! That was an excellent... Both Tahm Kench and Graves are both very good. I don't know which I would rather honor. Tahm Kench had that really good play that got me ahead fairly early, so I'll honor him. B+, not bad. Oh yeah, S on Graves, S- on Tahm Kench. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, I was down in CS, which I kind of figured, because CSing with her Q is just kind of tricky. But dealing damage with her Q, as long as you can hit it, holy buckets. Alright, it's 7 o'clock. I'm starting to get kind of hungry. So I think I'm going to sign off for the night. And I might be back on Friday. I might be back Sunday. With the holiday this weekend, my schedule is just kind of up in the air. Let's see. So yeah, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the holiday weekend if you're in the United States. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your week.